guys, today is day 8 of Laura's Clutter Free in 5 challenge. We're still in the kitchen. Today's focus is the pantry, or I suppose food storage. Now I live in Ireland, so we don't have those traditional large pantries or one single area that is big enough to hold all of your food. So mine is in obviously the fridge, which is behind us, and then a couple of areas throughout the kitchen. In my new kitchen though, I am going to have, well, not one of those big walk-in pantries, I wish, maybe in my next house, but I will have a single pantry pull-out, well, drawer style, press style unit for everything. I am so excited. In the meantime though, we will just visit a couple of areas. For those of you who watched yesterday's video, kitchen stuff, I'm gonna add some bonus footage to the end of this video that relates to that. If you read my coordinating blog post that went with yesterday's video, you will know that after I turned off the camera and edited the video, I got a little bit more ruthless and I decluttered more, and I will share that with you at the end of this video. But for now, we are going to visit the various food storage and pantry areas that I have. There are not many. I think there are three main areas plus the fridge. Now, before we visit them, if you've been watching my videos for a while, reading my blog and following along with me, you will know I'm a big advocate for meal planning, and I only grocery shop for exactly what I need. So I really hold minimal stuff. I don't do a lot of, say, food storage or having loads of canned or dried goods on hand. I have a little extra on top of what I might need for that meal plan period, but you're not gonna walk into a room or a press in my house and see, you know, shelves and shelves and shelves of food. I don't have the space for it, and it's just not how I like to do things. So I will bring you first into what we call the pantry, which is basically just food storage, laundry, and pet stuff. Here we go. It might help if we turn on the light. So a lot of you will be familiar with this kind of weird space under the stairs that will actually be going in the new kitchen. So this shelving unit here holds a lot of spare cleaning products, pet stuff, and then some of the stuff that you'll be familiar with tomorrow. But this is the area that we're really concerned with today with, I suppose, the food storage. As you can see, it's mostly all dried goods, snacks, and some baby snacks. I've actually pulled these this morning. These are snacks that Indiana does not like, so I'm actually going to break them up for the birds. But you can have a really good look at the type of stuff that's here. I will be surprised if any of this, particularly say this may be the only area that we'll find something that is out of date. But I am not going to do this part on camera because the room is really, really tiny and it would be hard for you to actually see. So I will go through everything myself and then show you if anything comes out of here. As suspected, not much came out of there at all. In addition to the baby snacks that Indiana just doesn't like, there was one thing that was out of, that was this little packet of sesame seeds. So, hey Google, add sesame seeds to my shopping list.
Got it. I added sesame seeds.
The next area that we're going to visit is where I keep my spices and sauces and oils and things like that. Again, I'm going to be very surprised if any of these are out of date. These are all spices. I've got some more in here, and then at the very top there, a couple of baking things. These are all things I use all of the time, and as you can see, My spice collection is not extensive. I really keep it just to those ones that I actually cook with frequently. And down here, I've got some of my specialty teas and spare coffees and hot chocolates, and these are my oils here. So again, I am going to go through these off camera after I take this phone call. Check back in with you shortly. A little bit more than I expected. I had 3 seasonings and a couple of baking sprinkles and stuff all out of date. So I have added these 3 to my shopping list. These ones I have no immediate need to have, so I won't keep them on hand just in case. And now on to the last 2 spots I keep food, the fridge, and then I suppose my canned goods. So let's do canned goods first. This is, well, I suppose in the interest of full disclosure, I keep food here. This is baby formula and fruit. So they're all good, I know that much. This is the sort of canned good areas, I suppose. Again, I will be really surprised if anything in this press is out of date, but I will go through it and show you what it is. Okay, surprisingly, there were a couple of things. All of our toppings for ice creams are either just gone or about to go out of date. I'm not kind of surprised. It has constantly rained here for 6 weeks, so we haven't really been using them. So I suppose that explains that. And these 2 are just out of date as well. So I'm going to clear out those jars and pop them in the recycling. So really, it pretty much looks the exact same as it did before. And lastly, it is the fridge freezer. This one's going to be a little bit tricky to film. I think, yeah, there's the whole fridge freezer in there. Again, I will be really surprised if there's much in here. Perhaps some of the sauces, maybe, although they are all pretty new. Again, I only keep really on hand what we need as we're using it, and all of this came in last week's shop, and my next shopping day is Tuesday, so these should be all good, but again, I'll check. As suspected, nothing in the fridge or the freezer for that matter that needs to be binned at this time. And so I'm actually kind of surprised there was as much to declutter. I suppose in this realm, for me, the decluttering was more that it was out of date. I do try my best to keep on top of checking things as regularly as I can or as I'm using it. But like I mentioned, there are just those few things, particularly the ice cream sauces that we haven't reached for in quite some time because except for yesterday, the weather has been pants. Now, for those of you who watched yesterday's video on kitchen stuff and who might be nosy and interested as to the additional things that I decluttered after the camera went off, let me bring you back to where I store my plates, bowls, and dishes. You may remember, for those of you who watched the video, and if you want to pause this here now and hop on back, I will link it above for you. But I did make some more changes. This is the new press. The keen-eyed among you will realize those blue plates that were up here are gone, and I have moved the white plates up, which has made such a difference even this morning. So there are a couple of plates missing from this area here. They're in the dishwasher from breakfast and dinner last night, but already this is a joy, and I removed the old bottles. They are now up in storage. I also did a little bit of reorganizing in this press, more for aesthetic than anything else. So all the like things are grouped together. I feel it just looks a little bit better. When we were in this press, specifically this shelf just a few moments ago, did anybody notice a change? There were a salt and pepper cellar in here that I've since decluttered. I haven't used them. and I don't really like them, and they were always in my way, and I just thought, let's get them gone. The other thing is I did give this drawer just a little tidy up. Doesn't look a huge big difference. And the final thing I decluttered came from over here. You may remember that I said I wanted to replace a great deal of this, which is still the case. But there was a set of these type utensils, basically doubles up, that I had that annoyed the hell out of me. This is my kitchen declutter box. The reason it annoyed me is because look at the base. It's enormous. It takes up so much room, and they're all like that. So there's about 5 of them like this that are now in the box. So you can see the complete contents from yesterday with the extra stuff in there. That Stormtrooper cup is my husband's cup. It is not being decluttered. James did actually take one of the cups. You may remember yesterday I decluttered 3 cups, and I did check with them as 2 of them were his, and he did say, no, I'd really like to keep one of these. So I have, of course, returned that. So there you have it, guys. Day 8 is done, and you got a update on day 7. Now that we are over a week into the Clutter Free in 5 challenge, I am really, really happy with the amount of things I have decluttered in 8 days over 5 minutes per day. It is well in excess of 50 items that are in my home that I either wasn't using or didn't need, or, as in today, have gone off. And so it's such a great feeling. Like, if you watch my individual videos, I wasn't decluttering a massive amount of things each day. I even said that it wasn't a dramatic before and after at all. But to have 50, 60, possibly touching 70 items, if you were to count each of the plates individually and such, and all of the cables and wires from Gizmos and Gadgets Day, like, that's a lot of clutter in your house that's gone. It's amazing. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I actually haven't looked up what we're doing tomorrow. I have no idea. It's a surprise. Woohoo! But I will see you tomorrow for another Clutter Free in 5 challenge day video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my videos in this challenge and the future. See you. Bye.